Okay. Now time is sharp at 35 p.m. As your SAA, I would like to thanks everyone to come. And for our house rule for tonight, we have a simple house rule that we have to follow, which is we have to avoid three sensitive topics, which are related to religions, politics, and sex. So along the way, along our session, please have fun and we try to avoid this topic. Without further ado, I would like to invite our invocator for today to continue the session. Thank you. Over to you, Ms. Nur Amalin.
Thank
Mr.
you so much to... Yes. Okay, thank you so much, Lee. And may I add on another thing is that we encourage everyone to keep their cameras on during the session so we can see each other's smiles, reactions, and also the energy. If you having the technical issues or need a moment, so feel free to turn it off temporarily. Good evening, fellow esteemed Toastmasters and guests. Now, let us start. Welcome our District 87 Mastering Table Topics with District Champion for this evening. And this workshop is co-hosted by Labuan Toastmasters Club. And my name is Amira, and I will be your Toastmaster of the evening. And we are so excited to have all of you here. Thank you once again for taking the time to join us. To commence our program, I would like to invite our organizing chair, none other than Area K1 Director Azhar Othman, to deliver the opening remarks. May I invite Mr. Azhar Othman to the virtual stage. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening, Amira. Do you remember about the time when you are frightened when your name is called to respond to table topics? How many times have you wished you responded to a table topics more effectively? I experienced both numerous times. District Active Pathway and Training Officer, Distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Lee Ho, sorry about that. District Officers, past and present, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to District 87 Mastering Table Topics with District Club. I know how essential it is to respond to table topics effectively, not only during a regular Toastmasters meeting or a speech contest, but more so in our career and daily lives. Your boss might suddenly be asking you about the project you're... More frighteningly, your spouse might suddenly ask you, why do you like going out with your friends so much? Our facilitator has proven himself that he is the best in business, at least 7. I hope that the tips and tricks and the knowledge that he will be passing to you in a short while will make you a better table topics speaker and thrive whenever someone asks you that dreaded impromptu question. Please do volunteer as a respondent or ask questions that you might have to him. Thank you, Clarence, and everyone in the team.
For this evening, who will be sharing the techniques, the secrets, strategies to help us to think faster Speak clearer and shine under the pressure. Shine bright like a diamond, people say. So before I call him to the virtual stage, allow me to introduce our speaker. His name is Theodorus Clarence Tessensohn. He is an English teacher based in Labuan, Malaysia. And he recently obtained his master's in education degree from the University Kebangsaan Malaysia, or also known as National University of Malaysia. As for the public speaking, Clarence Tessensohn is currently holding the position as the Vice President Education of Labuan Toastmasters Club. Also, he is the District 87 Table Topics Champion in 2025, early this year, as well as the National Teachers' Day Public Speaking Champion 2025, which he achieved it in this year as well. Clarence is passionate about the public speaking as he believes words once spoken have the power to change the world and make it a better place. Hence, that is why he's here today with us. So please join me in welcoming him to the virtual stage, the champion, Clarence Tessensohn. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Amira, our TME for today. Good evening, everyone. Glad to have you all here. Thank you so much for your time and your presence here tonight. So today I will be sharing with you a little bit about some of the tips that I use or some of the approaches that I use in approaching table topics. So let us start. Now, before we start, actually, I would just like to share with you that the things that I'm going to share with you today, although, yes, the TME and AD K1 Ashar has been saying, oh, he's the champion, he's the champion, he's the champion. I think if champion was the word of the day, both of them would be winning right now in terms of the word of the day count, right? But I just want to say that the things that I'm going to share with you today is not a steadfast principle. It is not something that you must do. Now, there are many ways to tackle table topics. There are many strategies. And what I'm sharing with you today is just one of the many approaches that you can use. And different people have different ways, or different people have different strategies that they prefer to use or that they feel works for them. So what I'm going to share with you today, if it works for you, if it makes sense, do take them and do apply them. And if it doesn't work for you, it's totally fine. Different people have different approaches to table topics. But I sincerely hope that what I'm going to be sharing with everyone here today will be beneficial to everyone. So let's get started. So what am I going to share with you today? Firstly, since this is a table topics workshop, we need to know what is table topics. I see that there are some guests here today who maybe they are non-Toastmasters. So it is important that we start by sharing what is table topics. And then I'm going to dive into the types of table topics. And I'm going to give you a general guideline, how to tackle table topics. And then we go into the fun part where we talk a little bit about contests and approaching table topics in a contest. So these are all the things I'm going to share with you today. So let's get started. What is table topics? Now, can I kindly ask you to respond in the chat box? What is table topics for you? I'm interested to know. Impromptu speaking. Shelley, a scary speech. I agree. Okay. Yes. Ilyas, impromptu. Impromptu topics. Azhar, yes. Anyone else? Speaking off the cuff. Yes. Elevator pitch. Ooh, interesting. Elevator pitch. That's a new one. There is table and topic. Yes, and there's you to answer the topic, right? A glimpse of our life. A question to train fast reaction. Yes. Exactly. Thank you so much for your response. So let's go into what I think is table topics. First and foremost, it is a short speech. It is not just a response. It is not just simply you giving a response to a topic that you suddenly get, but table topics is a speech. It is a short speech. It requires quick thinking, definitely. And it showcases your most natural self. Why do I say this? Now, in Toastmasters, there are many different types of speeches. There is the international speech. There is a humorous speech. Some districts, they even do tall tales. But the thing is, most of these speeches are prepared. They are rehearsed and they are perfected. But table topics, it's your stage. You have 2 minutes to answer a question without you knowing it beforehand. And whatever you say showcases your most natural self. I truly believe that. It asks you on your take on the topic, definitely, whether you agree or disagree. But most importantly, what separates a normal person from a Toastmaster? This is very important. A table topic must have a purpose. Now, over the years, you may hear different people say a lot of things about table topics. Oh, just say whatever comes, the first thing that comes to your mind, just say it. Don't worry, just react. Yes, but remember, you're a Toastmaster, which means some of you're supposed to showcase competency in communicating, which means by the end of your table topic, there must be a purpose. There must be a goal that you want to achieve. And that's what separates normal people from Toastmasters. So let us have that common goal in mind every time we attempt table topics, to attempt it with a purpose. So there are many different types of table topics in general. We have topics that ask us about personal things. The most important person in my life. A day I will never forget. What does happiness mean to me? These are all personal topics these are in general the easiest questions for me because they ask you about yourself, right? Next are topics that are a little bit harder. They are knowledge topics. It requires you to have some background knowledge or a level of understanding about a certain topic. So, example of knowledge topics: how can we stop climate change? Will AI make humans jobless? How can we prevent bullying in schools today? So these topics require you to know something. For example, you must know about climate change. You must know what is AI. You must know about the school system, for example. So these are topics that not everyone can answer, but in general, it should involve general knowledge. And the final one is the one that I believe is the most fun out of all. I like to call them crazy topics because they're truly crazy. They are out of the blue and they tackle your creativity. Some examples of crazy topics. If animals could talk, what would they say? My goodness, that's crazy, right? If you could time travel, where would you go or what would you do? If you could choose any superpower, what power would you choose? These are all crazy topics. They are not logical, but you're a Toastmaster, so you need to give a response. You need to say something, right? So this is what makes table topics fun, but at the same time, on the flip side of the coin, it also makes table topics scary. So don't worry. I truly believe as long as you prepare well for table topics, there is a way for you to handle them. So today I'm going to share with you the first tool that I usually use. Now, in general, Toastmasters, we get to know the PrEP method, P-R-E-P. I believe if you have been in Toastmasters long enough, you would be introduced to the PrEP method. But today I'm not going to share the PrEP method. I'm going to share something that is a little bit different based off on the PrEP method. I like to call it the Oreo method. Okay, because I love to eat, so let's start with Oreo. Right, so what is the Oreo method? O stands for opinion, R stands for reason, E stands for experience, and O stands for outcome. So why do I prefer this instead of the PrEP method? It's because sometimes when we introduce or use the PrEP method, people tend to think, P is for point at the start. P is also point at the end. What's the difference? Am I just repeating the same stuff? Well, for a table topic to truly be a good table topic, there needs to be a little bit of difference. So that's why I'm using the Oreo method. And because it's sweet and crunchy and nice, and yeah, let's not talk about food right now. So let's start with opinion. Most important thing about table topics is the audience needs to know what you think about the topic. What is your opinion? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you neutral about this topic? And why do you say so? So this helps to add more justification to what you're saying. What is the reason behind your opinion? And now, what makes table topics truly, truly interesting is when you share your experience. Now, who knows what is the minimum age to be a Toastmaster member? What is the minimum age? Yes, of course, Lucy knows, right?
18.
Yes, it's 18. Yes. So try to imagine this. The moment you become a Toastmaster member, everyone has at least 18 years of experience, 18 years of life stories to talk about. It is almost impossible for you to not know what to say about a topic when you have at least 18 years of life experience to share. Unless you literally just live in your room, you don't meet the world, you do not have social media, you do not have television, you're just by yourself in your room. Even that will be an experience by itself, right? So everyone has something to say. And that is what makes table topics truly interesting. That's what also makes table topics fun. Like in a contest, everyone has the same topic, but everybody's speeches are different because everyone has different experiences. And most importantly is the outcome. So what is the impact that you want to leave to the audience? And I truly believe in this. Many people tend to forget this part actually. When you deliver a table topic, you must leave something for the audience. What is your take-home message? What is your key insight that you want to leave your audience? Is it something that you want them to change about their actions? Something that you want them to change about their thoughts? Something that you want them to change about their behavior? There must be a lasting outcome. And this is the Oreo method that I always use. So for example, this topic, if you could choose any superpower, what would you choose? So an Oreo method response would be something like this. In my opinion, if I could choose any power, I would choose the power to time travel. This is because I could then travel back to any time I want and meet the people I miss the most. And then the experience. For example, one person that I will visit with this power is my grandmother, who took care of me growing up. She cooked the best food in the world, and her fried rice will make Uncle Roger cry. In summary, this is the superpower I would choose. However, my friends, this is impossible. So let us choose to cherish the precious moments with our loved ones instead, because before they leave us forever. So this is the outcome, you see. I'm leaving something to the audience. Let us choose to cherish the precious moments with our loved ones. That is the outcome that I want to leave the audience today. All right, so I hope you can use this Oreo method. This is something that I use in general for table topics in meetings. Now we go into the part that why you're here, which is contests. So for members who are interested in contests, I think you'll be interested in this part. So now, if you go into your contest rule book, so I talked to you about 3 types of topics, right? Now, if you open your contest rule book and you flip to the page that specifically talks about table topics, it mentions clearly in the contest rule book what is the table topic. The topic should be of reasonable length. The topic must not require a detailed knowledge. The topic must lead to an opinion or a conclusion. And this usually means that for contests, table topics would come in the form of a quote, an idiom, or a thought-provoking question. So don't worry, like, oh, you do not need to start reading like you're preparing for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Don't worry, okay? So table topic contest, the topics do not require a detailed knowledge. They are usually very general, not too long. Sometimes I find that for contest, table topics can be a little bit long. It should be of reasonable length, and it must lead to an opinion or conclusion. So what are some examples of table topics that I've had in the past? So for example, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. This is this year's district finals topic. Laughter is the best medicine. Is it possible to be grateful and still desire more? Be the change you wish to see. This was my division topic this year. You cannot receive with clenched fists. So these are examples of contest types of table topics. As you can see, they are not long. They're usually less than 10 words. They are general. Everyone can answer or say something. And it requires you to agree, disagree, or have a conclusion about the quote, right? So today I'm going to share with you my second tool today, how I usually handle table topics for contests. Now, as I said just now, you have over 18 years of experience, but do you actually record them? So today, one strategy that I would like to leave with all of you today is to start journaling or recording key life moments that you find interesting. It could be on your phone, it could be in a book, or if you're really, really Gen Z technological type, Facebook would be good enough, if you ask me, you know. So as long as you have a record of interesting moments in your life, and do not write like you're writing an SPM essay or a PMR essay. Just write it in one sentence, not more. Remember, it's a record, something that triggers your memory. So one sentence, less than 10 words, and link that moment to an emotion. How did that life moment make you feel? Did it make you feel happy, sad, a sense of loss, anger, disappointment? Was it jealousy? Was it fear? So link that key moments to your emotions. This is what I usually like to do, because when you receive the topic on stage, I'm going to come to that later, but the emotion part, how the topic makes you feel, will help you link the topic to your life experience. So this is one strategy that I always use. So what do I do one night before the contest? So one night before the contest, I will revisit my record of life moments, and I'm not remembering, okay? I'm not memorizing what I'm going to say. I'm just revisiting, I'm just reflecting, I'm just flipping through. Oh, this happened. Ah, that happened. Oh, this is a funny story. Oh, I remember this one. It's just a happy, how do I say this? It is a healing, you know, people like this, a healing moment. You just go through your life moments. So many things happen in my life. And remember, do not try to memorize anything. Why am I emphasizing this? I'll come to this point later. But remember, just revisit, have fun, and then on the contest day, remember, these are a few things that I try to be. The first one is to be witty, be confident. It's okay to be yourself. Most of the time, people tend to think, I need to be perfect, I need to give the best speech. But most of the time, you give your best table topic when you're just being yourself, really. Table topics is a juggling game. So as you're speaking, you also need to actively think what you're going to say. But most importantly is you need to be genuine and sincere in your message. Because if you're genuine and sincere, the audience will feel it too. And most importantly as well is to not be distracted by the topic, but to look at the underlying question. Most of the time, when there is a topic in a contest, they're not really asking you about the topic, but there's a hidden message that they are trying to attract, or they're trying to pull out of you. And you need to be able to understand that that there is an underlying question in any topic. For example, let's look at this. Laughter is the best medicine. Now, on face value, maybe people will start talking about, oh, I need to laugh more, or what are some jokes that make me laugh? But the underlying question here could be related to happiness, or it could be related to perseverance in life and laughing it off. So every topic has an underlying question. You need to look for that. So moving on, today I'm going to share with you my formula that I use for contests, and this is called the heart formula because I also have a big heart, I feel, because I'm big. Yes, once again. So, what is the heart formula? H is the part that makes your audience attracted. It's called the hook. You hook the audience first, you establish your stand, you add a story, you reveal your message, and this is the part that separates a winning contest table topics and a normal one, is to always remember to tie back to your topic that you received. That's very important. So hook the audience. This is usually the first 3 sentences that you say. It could be something funny, it could be a joke, it could be a touching statement, it could be a shocking surprise, and this is usually the part that makes the audience go, whoa, or ha 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 ha. You want to hook the audience. Very, very important. And then you go into your stand. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And you commit to it. Some people, they agree. And then they, no, I U-turn. Actually, I disagree. And then your whole table topic goes haywire and it's not clear. So the moment you say you agree or disagree, you commit to it. Even if your heart says, no, you got the wrong answer, commit. Always commit. And then you add a story. The story can be short and simple, easy to understand, and you must finish your story at the yellow light or the orange light. Okay, always make sure you finish your story then, because you need to leave some time for the message and the tie back. What can we learn from your story? What is your message or learning point? And very, very important, please end your speech with the table topic. What is the connection between your message to the table topic? This will help the judges directly know that, yes, this contestant did answer the question. So this is the heart formula that I usually use. And like I said earlier, it is a balance between preparing and thinking on the spot. So this is what I usually do. When I get the topic, I will spend some time. There is always a pre-speaking time. It could be 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Take your time. Okay, but not too long. Don't take two and a half minutes. Okay. So take like 5-10 seconds. I usually ask, okay, for example, let's say this topic. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So on the stage, I'm thinking about 2 things. Do I agree? Yes. What story can I share? So I think about this to my emotions earlier. Or luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Or I feel about hardship. And then I link my hardship story to my posting to Labuan. And then I start. Ladies and gentlemen, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. But in terms of my career, I would say unlucky is my middle name. So that's my hook, right? So, however, I do agree that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. And this is because when I first got posted in 2021, I never expected that I would be posted way across the South China Sea to a small island in Labuan who only had 2 McDonald's, 1 Starbucks, and 1 Mary Brown. My goodness gracious, life never prepared me for that. However, because I was always prepared for any possibility, when I got the opportunity to go to Labuan, I became the luckiest man on earth. So, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you face in life, when you're prepared, you will be always lucky. So always prepare yourself for whatever may come, because life will throw hurdles at you. So always remember, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So always be prepared for whatever possibilities you may face. So as you can see, I prepared 2 things, and as I speak, I'm thinking on the spot. Okay, so this is the process that I usually use. So I'm already on the green light, but let's do one more for fun. Okay, this is my district level topic. Laughter is the best medicine. So the moment I received that topic, I thought of two things. Do I agree? Yes. How do I feel? Oh, let's think about all the happiness in life, the times where I really laughed the most. And I thought, hey, what's funny? My big size. So my whole speech was about my big size, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, laughter is the best medicine. However, if laughter was a cure, it has failed to cure my obesity, for example. So that's the hook, right? A joke to make the audience laugh. So, however, laughter is also the thing that has made me survive up till now. Despite being judged for how I look, laughter has always brought me to where I am today. For example, once upon a time, I remember my friend, AD Yusra. She came to me one day and said, "Hey, Clarence, let's ride ostriches together." And I told her, "Yusra, if I rode the ostrich will die." So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, sometimes in life, let us not be too serious in life. Let us all face difficulties with laughter, because when we choose to laugh instead of being difficult, the happiness will spread, for example. So, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, laughter is the best medicine, and with laughter, we can make the world a better place. So you can see, I only thought of two things, but as I'm speaking, I know what I need to talk about. I need to have a hook. I need to have a stand. I need to have a story, a message, and I always remember to tie back. So this is the hard method that I use, or the hard formula that I use for contests. You hook the audience, you establish your stand, you add a story, you reveal your message, and always tie it back. And as I said right at the start, this works for me. So try it out for yourself, maybe later, maybe in your club meetings. And if it works for you, feel free to use it, because it has always helped me in table topics. Okay? So now, before I end, I would like to share about one final thing. In 2021, I also made it to the district finals in table topics. But in 2021, back then, my approach was, I have to be perfect. So what I used to do last time was, I used to remember stories. I used to memorize my life experiences. I would always prepare and say, okay, if this topic comes out, I will talk about this. If this topic comes out, I will talk about this. If this topic comes out, I will talk about this. And I was so stressed about being perfect and doing a good job that it kind of robbed me of my freedom. And although I made it all the way to district, I was so scared and I was so stressed out that I kept preparing and preparing and preparing. I think I almost answered at least 5 to 6 topics a day heading into the district level contest. And what happened was, at the district level, the topic that came out did not fit in with all the stories that I prepared beforehand, and it was a big fumble. But as you know, we learn from losses, we learn from downfalls, and this was a big, big learning curve for me. So that is why this year, my approach was, I told myself, I'm going to enter the stage with an empty mind. Why do I want to enter with an empty mind? It's because I told myself, whatever topic comes out, I'm just going to be myself. Yes, I know I have life stories. Yes, I know I prepared, but I'm just going to answer it being me. And miraculously, I don't know how, I entered the club, area, division, and district contest stage totally blank. I did not think of anything. And how somehow I always managed to answer the questions or the topic that came. And so I guess the biggest learning curve that I got this year was, just be yourself. Don't stress too much about winning a contest, but instead focus on delivering a message to your audience and leaving the audience with something that they can take home with. And with this mindset with me, it made me achieve a much bigger success. So that is something that I want to share with everyone. Yes, it is a contest, but at the same time, don't let the contest rob you of yourself. That's what I want to say. Because a contest is, by itself is just a showcase of who you are to the audience. So that's the biggest learning curve that I gained this year. So as I'm on the yellow light, I have a few concluding thoughts for everyone. Number one, it's okay to be a little bit bold. Be uniquely you. You need to remember that whether it's an area, division, or district level contest, everyone is good. Every contestant knows how to handle table topics. But what separates you from others is you. So be yourself and be uniquely you. It's okay to crack a joke. It's okay to be a little bit bold as long as you do not cross the line. Don't rush to speak. Speak with a calm head. Take time before you answer. Many people tend to start straight away and then they tend to find, oh, I don't know what to say, or oh, I regret saying this. And they try to U-turn, they try to, can I start again? No, you can't start again, right? So don't rush. Take your time. And don't forget to link your message to the topic. That's very important. And one of the tips that I find works really well is try to find your most confident pose and always end with it. Because when you end with confidence, your audience will feel it. For me, should I share my confident pose? Maybe I should. Okay, so for me, what I like to end my speeches with is I like to give a big smile and I give a really big hand gesture, and I like to say my favorite sentence in any speech when I know I've done a good job is, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening. That's my favorite part in any speech when I end with 1000% confidence and I say, back to you, TME. That part boosts me with confidence, and I know the audience can feel it too. So find your power pose and end with 1000% confidence. That will set you apart. Be proud of your confidence, no regrets. Whether you did a good job, whether you didn't really do well, always remember to be proud because you managed to do one of the hardest things in the world, public speaking without a script. So no regrets, be proud of your performance. Empty your mind, but fill your heart. Another one thing that really worked well for me this year is on the night before the contest, and as well as a few moments before the contest, I like to fill my heart with positivity. So I will say things like, Clarence, you're going to do a good job. Clarence, whatever topic comes out, you will be able to answer it. Clarence, whatever happens, you are going to be amazing today. You are not scared. You are not afraid. Whatever topic comes out, you are going to do an amazing job. Fill your heart with positivity, and positive results will come to you. So I hope my sharing today has been beneficial to you. And that is all for my sharing. Thank you so much for spending your time hearing my sharing today. And I pass the control back to TME. Thank you. Back to you, TME.
Awesome, Clarence. Remember Oreo and heart formula? You remember champion, Clarence. Oreo heart champion. Okay, thank you so much for your insightful presentation, Clarence. We truly appreciate the valuable knowledge that you have shared with us this evening. Let us give a round of applause to Clarence. Yay, well done, well done. So before we go for a break, let us have a group photo first. Yeah, okay, over to you, Zoom Master. So please switch on your camera, yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn on your camera. I'll be taking a screenshot. We still have a few who haven't turned on your camera. Please turn on your camera. Okay, first, smile. Hold on. The one smile.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, Samad.
You need help? I can help
Yes.
you.
And then another
Okay.
one, smile.
Okay.
Okay, it's good.
Freestyle.
That's freestyle. You need freestyle?
Mm. Mm.
Okay, another one. Freestyle. Okay. Another one, freestyle. Hold on. Second page, freestyle. Okay, done. Thank you. That's all. Let's have our break and a little bit of chat.
Yes, we'll be having a break and we will resume at 9:20. Is that okay, GV?
Okay, Toastmaster Amira.
Okay, thank you, Timer GV. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, feel free to type down your questions in the group chat because after this, we will be having the question and answer session. Okay, thank you.
Girl, are you not joining us to respond for the table topics?
What? Ama, you asking me?
Yeah. We haven't had you for a long time, so we're kind of wishing that you join in.
Okay lah. Okay.
Yay! So we shall add you in. Thank you so much, Zul. Okay, let's find my next volunteer. Partial volunteer. I saw Hugh chatting a bit in the group. Hugh, are you here? Hugh Shenyan? Hugh, are you here? Frankie, how are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, good to
Good.
see you.
So today I'm and also going to Sabah Park. So we having a first meeting at Croco Rangers that's office lah. So everything is okay. Everything is good.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah. So how are you?
Surviving.
Surviving. But I like to
Surviving.
go to Labuan. I feel
Come,
that
we would love to have you for a meeting.
yes.
You can enjoy our vibes.
I want to join your physical meeting, not the
Oh,
Lie.
lie.
we
I like
love
to
people joining us.
I feel that something good in Labuan.
The last time
Come.
The last time Frankie came, he had so much fun. He went back home at what hotel at what 4 a.m. 5 a.m.
Okay, no, that is me and Zul also. It was like 4:30 a.m. Until we didn't think.
Too
So
much
Frankie,
fun.
yes, we have too much.
So next time you come to KK, come to KK again. Another store of chicken, fried chicken will establish.
The best part, indeed. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna try. You're not gonna try to respond to the table topics, Frankie?
But then,
No. Would you like
not
to
for
respond
today.
to?
Not for today. Not for
Never
today. I
mind. You
have a
want to
lot
cut
of.
your skills for today,
Uh,
It's all good. Saan, Naima? Okay. So Naima wanted to join. Okay, give me a moment. Oh, so look her name. Add your name. Oh, Amira, I shall add Naima's name also. She would like to join in. Okay, thank you.
Time's up. We can start back our session.
Thank you, Juvi. Hi, everyone. Let's resume for the question and answer session. We'll now open the floor for questions. So anyone would like to ask? Okay. I saw the first question just now from Amalina first, where she asked, how do you calm the nerves, Clarence, being on the stage? How do you calm your nerves? Basically, it's about how you remain calm during on the stage.
Thank you, Amal, for the question. So one thing that I've learned to do this year, like I shared just now earlier, was before you go on stage, fill your heart with positivity. Always give yourself positive affirmations. Tell yourself you're going to do a good job, you're going to be fine. Whatever topic you get, you're going to be amazing. Fill yourself with positivity, and positivity will come to you. Another thing that many people tend to misunderstand is that you are supposed to calm your nerves on stage. For me, confidence on stage starts before you step on stage. Before you step up those stairs, you are already telling yourself you're going to be amazing. You're already pumped up. You're already confident. When you step on that stage and you approach that microphone, you should already be ready. Prepare yourself before you go on stage, because the moment you step on stage, the audience is already looking at you. So first impressions also matter. Another thing that I've also learned from my good friend and my idol, Mas Mahade, is to always reframe your focus. Do not always make it about yourself. I want to do a good job. I want to be perfect. I want to be amazing. But also focus on why you're there, your audience. I want to give a message to the audience. I want to help the audience become better or happier in their lives. I want to make the world a better place. I want to leave something meaningful for the audience. When you have a purpose, that nervousness naturally goes away. So that's my response. Hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Karen. So the second question is from Toastmaster Thor. And then the question is, what is the impact you want to leave the audience? It is referred to the call for action for audience. Please advise.
Yes, thank you, To. Yes, that is what I mean by the outcome. It's the call to action, your take-home message, basically. Or some people like to say the WIFM. What's it in for me? So why did we listen to you for 2.5 minutes? Tell us why. So that's the take-home message, the outcome. Yes, To, you are correct.
Tell us why. Okay, all right, Karen's third question is from Vicky. Then the question, how to break the ice with leaving an impact for the speech?
Hi, Vicky. I don't really understand your question. Could you care to explain how to break the ice with leaving an impact for the audience? What does that mean, yeah, Vicky?
Hello, good evening,
Good
Clarence.
evening.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, I learned a lot from your speech just now. Like, actually, my question, I have two part of the question. Like, how we really start to break the ice, like something table topic. We are very nervous on stage and thinking about the topic, and then we need to break the ice, like to get the influence or get the wise ambience for our speech. That is the first part of my question, and then the second part is like after we presented, so how can leave an impact of the speech to the audience? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vicky. If I'm understanding your question correctly, so the first part you wanted to know was how do you break the ice with table topics? Basically, how do you familiarize yourself with table topics, right?
Yeah.
So my simple answer to you is to do it more. Because the reality is the more you do it, the better you become at it. Yes, there are times when you're nervous, you're scared. But the solution to that is to put yourself in that situation so many times that you naturally learn how to adapt and get used to it. So do table topics, do it more and more, up to the stage where at one day you do table topics, the nervousness comes, but you tell yourself, oh, I know this feeling. I felt this so many times. I know what to do now. So put yourself in that situation so many times up to the stage where you already know how to manage it. That's my simple answer to you. Your second question, how to leave an impact. Basically, if I'm understanding correctly, you want to know how to make your table topics impactful, right? So when you do a speech or table topic, try to ask yourself, what do I want the audience to learn? What do I want the audience to think, do, or know? Or how do I want the audience to adapt or to change? What do I want the audience to get out of this topic? Okay, maybe it's thinking a different way. Maybe it's doing something differently, or maybe it's a new knowledge or information for them. So that's how you make your table topics impactful. I hope I answered your question, yeah? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Terence.
Any more questions, Amira?
Yes, there is. It's from Distinguished Toastmaster Lai Teng. She asks, Clarence, I really like the idea of be a little bold and be you. What if by nature I'm not bold and not as energetic as you? How should I position myself? She asks.
Thank you, Amira. That's a very, very good question, Lei Teng. What I mean by be bold is that sometimes people tend to have this idea that there is a fixed way to answer table topics. There's a correct answer to it, basically. And sometimes they tend to be scared to be themselves. If you're not naturally energetic or you're not enthusiastic, it's fine. What I meant by being bold is don't let the concept of contest or don't let the fear of giving the correct answer make you not become who you are. Does that make sense, Lei Feng?
Okay, yeah. So actually, underlying my question is this. Is table topics for everyone, or rather table topics contest for everyone?
So yes, it is for everyone. Everyone can try table topics. And if you see the HEART method, right? H is for hook. And there are many ways to hook an audience. It could be in a form of a joke, like I shared just now. But what if I'm not an enthusiastic person? You can ask a question. You can share a short story. You can get the response. You can ask the audience to participate. Ladies and gentlemen, put up your hands. That's how I started my district table topics. Ladies and gentlemen, put up your hand if you attended the evaluation contest yesterday. And then I had a slip. I thought I said evaluation, padahal I said table topics, but that's a different story. So there are many ways to hook an audience. It doesn't need to be energetic or funny. There are many ways to hook an audience. That's a whole different topic that I will take another 30 minutes to talk about. But yeah, so I'm sure Lei Teng, you are a district winner yourself. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? So, but if you want, we can have a separate conversation about this. It's a very very interesting topic. Definitely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll move to the next question. So the question asked by Lai Teng just now is table topics contest for everyone. It is answered by Clarence just now, yeah? Okay. Next is from Shelly. What if you suddenly got panic attack or become nervous during the table topics? Or dot.
Honestly, Shelly, I want to give an answer, but I don't feel I have the credibility because I've not personally experienced this myself. I'll be honest with you. I've never had a panic attack in the middle of a table topic. I believe I won't nervousness definitely yes, but like I shared just now, if you fill your heart with positivity, positive affirmations, and you approach the stage correctly, it will naturally go away. Another thing that I tend to tell when I coach public speaking as well is that nervousness is not a feeling, it's a stage. What do I mean by stage? It is a phase. The moment you start saying your first 1 or 2 sentences, the nervousness will go away. But the closer you are to saying that first sentence, the higher the nervousness gets. Okay, so you need to have the confidence to overcome that. The moment you say the first 2 to 3 sentences, it will naturally go away. Yeah. So yes, Shelley, I hope I answered your question.
Okay. All right. One more, Clarence, from
Yes.
Vicky, and then she asked, "What if there is no response from the audience?"
Vicky, that's a very good question. My response to you is that there will be a response from the audience. One, because we are all Toastmasters. No, I'm just kidding. But basically, I forgot which book I read, but I remember reading about this, which is that psychologically, when an audience looks at a speaker, in their mind, it is hardwired in us as human beings that we want a performer or a speaker on stage to succeed. There is never a member of an audience that wants a speaker or a performer to fail. So it is in our instincts naturally that we will respond to a speaker. Fun fact, remember earlier I told you just now about my district level speech? I actually did a slip of a tongue. I started my speech by saying, put up your hands if you attended the table topics contest. I wanted to say evaluation because now is the table topics. They shouldn't have attended yesterday. It should have been today. So I said, put up your hands if you attended the district table topics contest. Guess what? There were people that raised their hands. And after going down the stage, I thought, how could they have attended yesterday when the contest is now? But yes, naturally, it's in our instincts. We want the speaker to succeed. So yeah, there were like a few people that raised their hands. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. So yeah, don't worry. There will be people that will respond. It's
Ask one
natural.
question.
Yes, sure.
Sometimes the table topics, the questions maybe of idioms or proverbs. It could be, sounds that it is a testing of the contestants' or speakers' language proficiency or level. How should such a question be answered? For example, a bad man always blame his tools. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So the reason why you feel that it is a challenge to your language proficiency is because you know it is a proverb or it is an idiom. Treat a table topic like a topic. It is a normal topic, it is a statement, and just ask yourself, do I agree? Do I disagree? Why? So the moment you bring down the topic to its simplest form, you can approach it. A bad man, what was the topic just now? Sorry?
Or a bad workman always blame his tools.
A bad workman always blames his tools. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why? And then share your experience from that. It doesn't need to be, oh, this idiom means, this proverb means. You don't need to do that. Yeah, so it's totally fine. Just be yourself and respond naturally. I hope that answers. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Amira?
All right, that's all for the question and answer session. So next, we move on to our next segment, which is the table topic session. Yay! Okay, let me remind everyone about the timing. 1 minute, it will be green. 1 minute, 30 seconds, it will be yellow. And 2 minutes, it will be red. And the maximum time you can go is until 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay? And this time, the table topic session, it is going to be a creative a little bit. You get to choose whether you want to answer a normal table topics question or a contest style topics. Okay? The choice is yours. So I would like to call the first respondent. Before that, may I ask, Timer GV, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Toastmaster
Yeah.
of the evening.
Awesome, GV, thank you. May I call upon Melissa, the first respondent to try the table topics?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Hello, everyone.
awesome. Hello. Which one we have two options here, normal table topics or contest style topics. Which one you want to answer?
Okay, I want to challenge myself, so I choose the contest topic.
Awesome. All right. Contest. Oops. Close. Okay. Contest. So here's a topic for you to answer. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Toastmaster Melissa.
Ladies and gentlemen, raise your hands if you ever been betrayed by your best friends. When I was in junior high school, I got two best friends. Let's call them Rose and Jasmine. We were best friends for a while, and then one day they backstabbed me because I just knew that they be friends with me just because they wanted to get something from me, which is my knowledge. So every time we got the math task, they always asked me to let them know how to do it. But at the other way around, when I needed them the most, they always turned their back from me. And yeah, every time I need them, they didn't want to help me. It happened over and over till I realized that they betrayed me. At the time, I was so sad. But after I pondered it for a long, long time, I just realized that everything happens, yes, indeed, for a reason. I learned that actually the choice is mine, whether I'm going to treat them the same way they treated me, or I choose to forgive and blot out the past out of my life. I choose the second because I want to give leniency towards myself. So now, ladies and gentlemen, which one will you choose if you are betrayed by your best friends? Are you going to treat them with the same way, or are you going to forgive? The choice is yours. Back to TTM.
Everything happened for a reason. It's our choice whether we want to treat the same or we want to forgive them. Thank you so much, Melissa, for your sharing. So the second respondent will be Julie Ko. Hello, madam. Okay.
Hello.
Which topic are you going to select? Whether the normal style or the contest style topics?
Do you have abnormal style?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Contest style.
Contest style. All right, sure, madam. But before that, can you see a timer?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
All right, awesome, madam. Okay, hold on. Okay, your topic is be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Over to you, Joliko.
Thank you, Table Topic Toastmaster. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A rainbow in someone's cloud, 8 colors. And we are here today for that reason. Clarence is our rainbow. He has given an insight into table topics. I truly, truly appreciate what I got tonight. You know, even I was in contest before, I still learned something. And it's so wonderful to get Oreo not the biscuits from Clarence, and the heart, not the love, but I think it's love because he has given us a lot of knowledge about table topics. And I want to share with you how he is a rainbow in everybody's club or someone like him. I remember in one contest, you know, you can talk about people, they're the cream, the icing of the cake or the cream of the class. I noticed Clarence pacing up and down, trying out his speech. You think I didn't notice Clarence? And I was so amazed, right to the very, almost to the contest, he was always trying out. Can you imagine that rainbow? And I look at him and I said, I should learn to do that. I should not take anything for granted. Apart from Clarence, I also have two persons in my life who adds rainbow to my cloud. My parents. They have both passed, but the memories with them are always rainbows in my life. So ladies and gentlemen, whatever you are, try to add colors to people around you and be a rainbow and do away with their sadness. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Yes, Madam Judy, I totally agree with you. Clarence definitely brings rainbow flavors in our life. Okay, next, the third respondent, we'll call distinguished Toastmaster Alvin. Are you ready, Are you ready, Alvin?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, which contest style would you like to select?
The
Contest or the normal style topics?
contest lah, contest.
Contest, yeah? Okay, can you see the timer?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Then your topic is if you were a superhero, what powers would you have? If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? Alvin Abrar, the stage is yours.
I will be the superhero of not being angry. So that's my superpower. I'm envy of many people who can be angry, just erupt at the moment someone trigger him. But for me, I cannot. Whenever I feel angry with someone, I just in my heart, in my imagination. And then with that particular person, I said that it's okay. I forgive you. Like today, my staff is supposed to do something, a report. His name is Ikhwan. But Ikhwan just go home without doing his report. I'm supposed to be angry, right? I'm supposed to call him, Ikhwan, go back and get it done. But instead of doing that, I just say, Ikhwan, you have something to do, but you forget. But it's okay. You can do it tomorrow. I regret it. But that is my superpower. Not being angry actually is something that saves me of being broken. Because I have one time to be angry and I regret it. I wish I didn't do it. Being angry can cause a relationship, can break down a friendship. Most of the time, angry comes from a very little moment. Miscommunication, wrong intonation can lead to a broken relationship. So here I am, a super not angry person. You can intrigue me, you can poke me in my head. It's okay. I forgive you. So that's my superpower. But don't do it with intention because it will be not good for you. it may broke your emotion as well. Back to you, Team A.
Superpower to relieve the anger. That will be interesting superpower if we can have it. Okay, now we will have Zul. Hi, Zul. Okay, which contest style would you like to have?
Since you said contest style, I'll take the contest style.
Contest style. Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, I'll share screen now for a while. Okay. You can see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Okay, then the topic is rules are meant to be broken. Rules are meant to be broken. Over to you, Zul.
Rules are meant to be broken. And I believe members of Labuan Toastmasters Club know me well. I'm the left wing kind of person. So I usually break the rules. Now, the reason being is I'm a very logical person. And if I feel that things happened not according to logic, I will argue and I will start to question. And usually when I do that, I will step in lots of people's toes and I don't care. As long as I'm not going beyond what is necessary. So I'm going to share one experience of doing this. Rules are meant to be broken. This is quite sensitive, but I will try to mellow it down as much as I can. People always say you should always respect your parents. People always say you should never argue with your parents. Why? Because your parents were the one who brought you up. In Islam, and people say that, oh, surga di bawah telapak kaki ibu, just to quote some. But do you know, some parents are actually toxic. Some parents leave trauma to their children. Now, if you are in their situation, would you still follow the rules? Would you still follow what the society are doing, which is giving unconditional love to those type of parents? I beg to differ. Some people, maybe they say that, oh, I follow certain teachings. We're not allowed to do that. But since I'm the rule breaker, I will do what I feel is following what is logical to me. So if, let's say, and I wouldn't say if, okay, even my relationship with my parents were not that good. So what I'm trying to say here is, in your life, it's good to have boundaries. Some people might disagree with it. Some people might agree with it. But you know your life well. People might have their opinion, but in the end, you need to say and you need to tell people where you stand. So rules are meant to be broken. I totally agree with that. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Zul, for your sharing. It was a mind-blown one. Okay, thank you so much. And then next, I will move to the next respondent, Naima. Are you there? Ting, ting, ting.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Awesome. Hello, Naima. Okay, which one would you like to select? The normal topics or the contest type topics?
The contest.
Contest.
The contest version. Yes.
The contest version. Okay, all right. Can you see the timer? Can you see the timer?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. There is no right and wrong in answering the double topics. Yeah. Okay. The topics is the.
Okay.
Your topic is sometimes heroes don't wear caps. Sometimes heroes don't wear caps. Naima, over to you.
ever thought about a superhero coming into your dreams or a superheroine that comes into your dreams? For me, a superhero or a superheroine is none other than my mother. She doesn't wear a cape. She doesn't wear anything that is extraordinary, but she does comes with a broom. Oh my God. I can't forget my mom, my late mom, in fact. She has been a true superhero for me because she brought us up as a single parent. I would not use the word heroine, but I would say as a hero. Why? My late mom was a very dynamic woman. She would do everything in advance. She gets up at 6 in the morning and she will settle us for school. And after that, she will go off to her work. And when she's back, she has everything to do, all the house chores. I would only help her a bit. But yes, she's a superhero because she fetches us from school. She comes back, she cooks, she prepares us dinner. She also does homework with us. And she has the best ethics that I ever felt. Because when I watch the superheroine that I used to like, which is Thundercats, I do not know any one of you are in that from that era. Thundercats was really a superheroine for me. But for me, I felt my mom was a better Thundercat. So in return, I know everyone has their mom. I must agree with the statement that superheroes does not need to be with a cape. They can be anyone that has a genuine heart, that has diligence, has virtues, and has the empowerment to spark others. And the person I ever felt very valuable as a hero, it's my mom. So every one of you would have, she gave us everything, and because of her, I am here, brave, profound, and I'm also following her steps because I woke up from the stroke like a superhero. With that, on to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Okay, awesome sharing by Naima just now. Not just your mom is a superhero, my mom is also a superhero. So next, hi Lucy, are you ready?
Yes, Amira.
Okay, awesome. Then I will be sharing a screen.
We only have 5 contest topics, right?
Yes, only 5.
So
And
then I'll talk
then
about normal
now
topics.
I'll move to the normal topics for you, okay?
Sure.
All right. The question for you, the topic for you is sorry. The topic for you, a dream I always wanted to achieve. A dream I always wanted to achieve. Lucy Ho.
How many of you have achieved your dreams? Can you please raise up your hand? Ashar, Julie, Susanna. Oh, that's so great. 2 weeks ago, a friend invited me to play a game called the cash flow game. Have you guys heard about that game? Yeah. Oh, you did. All right. So it's a very new thing, I think, in Kuching recently. We started playing this game. And there was a question asked. So everyone, all the players, we see it's a board game, and you were to share what is your dream. And I was so sad because I felt that after I achieved my doctorate last year, I haven't had a real goal or another dream in the future. So it got me thinking, and there were a few options that everyone will have to put a pawn, and then I said, hey, there is one. It is actually to nurture your partner into a soulmate. Can you let that sink in? To nurture your partner into your soulmate. And among the other dreams, there are other dreams such as to travel around the world, to build a charity house, and also to publish a book or to speak to 100,000 audience. And my friends were saying, hey, you should go for that, speak to 100,000 audience. But now I was thinking, that would be very interesting to put it there. And guess what? That was a very rather unattainable dream. Reason being, it actually requires you 120 life power. We were all started given with only perhaps 3 energy bar. And before I ever get out of the red race, I already died at the age of 38, like before 40. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask, sometimes dreams can't move us forward, but at times, if it is too impossible a dream, perhaps we should just be mindful of what we are capable to do and not waste our energy bar. So, ladies and gentlemen, what will your life dream be? Back to you, Amira.
What your dream looks like. Okay, thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Lucy Ho, for your impressive sharing just now. And I move to the last respondents for this evening. May I have Erica? Hello, Erica. Okay, Erica. Here is your topic. Your topic is, would you rather rewrite the past or know the future? Would you rather rewrite the past or know the future? Over to you, Erica.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I choose rewrite my past or know my future, for me, this is a general situation. We all know that our past are past. We can't change our past. But we also are not aware of what will happen in our future. Imagine it would be really wonderful if I can know what will happen or what will be written in my life of books, because it will help me determine my current situations. Remember that the phrase, "with the past is prologue," that we should look forward to the future. If I am the given a simple clips or a small information about my future, then it probably benefits to my current situation and my current life. For example, if I can know where and what we are do in the next 3 or 5 years, then maybe it will diminish my current unknowing. But of course, each of the status is unrealistic. That we have to remind ourselves that we can neither rewrite our past or we have the prediction of the future. So maybe the significant question is, are you choosing focusing your present? Fellow Toastmasters and guys, perhaps it's the best that we just focus on our present, just like I am focusing on this tonight's table topic session. When you're truly engaged in the current moment, then you can learn the best from your life, and maybe it will benefit for your future decisions. Second, back to you, Toastmaster of the day, of the evening, sorry.
Awesome. We can't definitely rewrite the past because of the past that what made us who we are today. Thank you so much, Erica. And that's all for the table topic session. And we will be having the evaluation by our speaker. I bet, okay, never mind. Let us have while waiting for Clarence to complete his evaluation, there is a feedback form that I would like you all to answer. Give me a moment. All right. There is a feedback and attendance form for this table topics workshop, which we need everyone to fill it in. Yeah. Here. Okay. And then we need your cooperation to fill it in, and then your feedback, it matters because that's how it helps us to grow and make each session even better. Okay, then perhaps we can have the certificates, the presentation to the speakers and role players first, while waiting for Speaker Clarence to complete his evaluation. Yeah. Or I move to. Okay, are you ready, Zoom Master?
Yes, yes.
Great. Over to you.
Amira, yes. I am up. Please.
Yes, Shelley. So firstly, I think TME, would you like to invite our DTM Lucy to present the certificates?
Okay. Now I would like to invite our distinguished Toastmaster, Dr. Lucy Hall, to the stage, accompanied by AD K1 Azhar Othman, to present the certificates to the speaker and also the role players.
Okay. Right.
Thank you so much, Clarence and Asa, for doing this, and the team members.
Thank you, Lucy.
It's Toastmaster Lucy.
And also AD Azhar together.
Is everyone added into the pin just now? Can you see it?
Yes.
Shelley, are you ready to take a photo? Shelley, are you all good? Okay, I think, don't worry. Shelley, can I have an update? I will
Yes.
ask you guys to smile.
Okay.
In
Smile.
1, 2,
One.
3, smile. Okay, all good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Clarence. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'd like to present the next one. Azhar Othman.
Thank you, Asa, for taking the lead. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Yes, smile.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, smile. It's good.
Okay, thank you. Next is Amira.
Thank you, Amira. Taking notes, Toastmasters of the evening and Table Topic Master. Yeah, awesome.
Most welcome.
Okay.
Lona. It's spotlight. Yes. Hold on.
All good?
Hold on. Okay. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Done. Okay.
Jivitra, our timer.
GV, can you speak, please?
Thank you, Jivitra.
Need to find GV. Give me a moment, GV. I'm trying to find for your beautiful face.
Okay, done.
Okay. Okay.
Smile. 3.
2, 1. Okay. All good?
Thank you, everyone.
Awesome.
Next, Zoom Master.
Zoom Master, me.
Yes, now can you pin yourself as the Zoom Master?
Show self
Then
view.
I pin you right now. Okay, I did. Chun, done. All good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you please snap your own photo?
Take my own
Thank you
photo.
so
Hold on.
much. Yeah, you did. Okay, thank you so much. Can you please snap your own photo? 1, 2.
Shelly is
Can you
not
do it?
in.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Shelley in already pinned. Asfar,
I
Lucy,
okay.
and Shelley.
Just
All
now
good, right?
only. Yes.
That's fine.
Okay. All good?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, great. Last will be me. Give me a moment to unpin you first and remove spotlight. Remove spotlight. Okay. I think I need your help though.
Yeah.
Unpin, I think
Where
at
are
spotlight.
you?
You need to put me in spotlight, huh?
I am putting you in spotlight.
All good. Thank you so much.
Okay, smile. Look at the camera. 1, 2, 3. Another 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Amelia.
you. No problem.
Shelly.
Remove pin. Remove pin. Hmm.
Is that all? I think that's all right.
I think that's all. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you.
Hey, awesome. Zoom Master Shelly. So may I ask our speaker Clarence, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now I would like to invite our speaker Clarence Tessensohn to the virtual stage to deliver his evaluation. Over to you.
Thank you, Tammy. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you everyone for attempting the table topics. I really love that everyone immediately went for the contest style topic, so that's really, really good. So I will start first with Melissa. Your topic was everything happens for a reason. One thing that I appreciate about you is that you took your time before starting. You actually properly thought about what you wanted to say, which is really good. And you started with a hook. You asked us to raise our hand. So that's good. And you shared your story about your two best friends, Rose and Jasmine, how they wanted to be friends with you because they wanted your knowledge. But when you needed them most, they turned their back towards you. So that's really, really good. You had a hook. You told us your stand. You had a really good personal story. Well done. If there was some area of improvements I would like to recommend to you, I felt that your take-home message was a little bit unclear. What was it that you wanted us to change, to do, think, or know after hearing you? You ended by saying that the choice is yours, whether you wanted to treat others with kindness or to um, pay them back for backstabbing you. So I felt, okay, the choice is yours. I felt that it could have been even more actionable. So for example, like you could have ended by saying, so ladies and gentlemen, everything happens for a reason. So choose how you act wisely. So can you see how I changed that the choice is yours? I changed it into something that is actionable instead. So when the take-home message is actionable, something that it is clear what you want them to do, then it becomes more impactful. Okay, so that's my suggestion to you. But good job, Melissa. Thank you so much. Next, Julie, be a rainbow in someone's cloud. And she started her hook by saying that Clarence is our rainbow. Thank you so much for that. Rest assured, if I were a rainbow, I would be the only rainbow in the world that would not float. However, you also shared about your parents being your rainbow as well. And I loved your take-home message. You said, try to add colors to someone's life. So that is very, very actionable. And it's a really good take-home message. I felt that your table topic was complete. It was a really good attempt. And it would actually win a contest, maybe at a area or a club level or even a division. It was really good. If there were some suggestions for you, I noticed that you tend to use a filler word. You used to say you like to say in your table topics. So since you choose contest style table topic. I will evaluate it like a contest. So try to reduce your filler words, okay, Julie? And one thing that like my friend Mas Mahadi would always say is that your audience remembers what you said last. So try, like I said, the T in heart stands for tie back to your topic, right? So your audience remembers what you say last. So I would suggest to add a little bit more. So you said, try to add colors to someone's life. Then I would add on a little bit more after that, be a rainbow. So then, oh, it's clear, she really answered the topic. So that's the icing on the cake. But overall, it was a really, really good attempt. Good job, Julie. Next, I believe, is Toastmaster Alfin. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? And he said, the power of not being angry. And thank you for exposing your staff, Ikwan. Now, Ikwan is well known in Brunei, Malaysia, and Indonesia for being a bad staff that did something poor. We had to put him under the bus. Just joking. But I felt that it was a really interesting story. Thank you so much, Alfin, for sharing that. I felt that even though you did share a really good personal story, I would like to encourage you to add a little bit more conflict. You shared with us that there was a time when you were angry and you regretted it for being angry. I felt if you would have shared that story instead, it would have become a better story for this table topic, because then we would come to see, that's why you want this superpower of not being angry. So that's my suggestion for you. If you have a story with problems or conflict, that usually builds up to the lesson in the end better. I would also like to encourage you, Alfin, to add a little bit more vocal variety, because I felt that you were a bit flat. I'm evaluating you like a contest now, yeah. So try to be a little bit more varied in your voice, and it will make your table topic even more interesting. Okay, Alfin, good job. Zoe, rules are meant to be broken. And I love your hook. I'm the left wing in Labuan Toastmasters Club. Love it. You shared about how if something for you is not logical, you would question and argue. And you gave us an example about disagreeing with the Asian stereotype about how we need to love and agree with our parents, right? So again, I'm evaluating you like a contest, Zoe. I noticed, Zoe, you have the tendency to look up when you are thinking of ideas. So in a contest, we would try to always maintain eye contact with the audience. And I also noticed that you started wrapping up midway in the red lights. It's a little bit too late. I don't know about the timing, but I believe you would have been overtime and disqualified, like how we always do in Labuan Toastmasters Club, right? We are champions of being overtime. But let's not do that in the contest, yeah, so you also told us about how in life it is good to have boundaries and to tell others where we stand. So that was a really good take-home message as well. Good job, Zol. I felt that it could have been a bit more clearer, link that to the topic and your story, and the take-home message would have been even more impactful. But overall, thanks for sharing the story. Well done, Zol. Next, I believe, is Naima. Sometimes heroes don't wear capes. And I loved your hook. You asked us, imagine if a superhero came into your dreams. And my superhero is my mother. Except she's a superhero. She comes with a broom. I love this hook. A really wonderful hook. It's funny, it's warm, it tugs your heart. Really good job with that hook. You shared your story about your mother being your late mother being a single parent, and you actually stated, I agree with the statement. So that's really good. If there's a suggestion for you, I would like to challenge you, Naima, to add a little bit more flavor to your table topics. Since you're talking about your mother, try to add a bit of dialogue. some conversations you had with your late mom. Maybe a quote, something she always said, like do your homework or something, that makes you remember her. That will make your table topic even more interesting. And I would also like to challenge you to have a clearer take-home message. What was your take-home message? Was it that we should appreciate our mothers? Is it to be like your late mother? Or is it to find a superhero in our lives? Something, maybe try to share with us a take-home message that we can all bring with us. I felt that was a bit lacking from your table topic, Naima, but I love the story. Good job, Naima. Lucy, a dream I always wanted to achieve. And I loved how you started with a hook. You asked us a question. Raise your hand if you have achieved your dreams. And I was not surprised when Asa raised his hands. You also shared with us a story about how you shared with us about the cash flow game. Interesting. I played that before. I loved your story. And I love your take-home message. Dreams, if it's good to have dreams, but we also need to be mindful about our own capabilities in achieving those dreams. So you had a take-home message, so that was a really good job. However, I felt that the answer to your topic could have been a little bit clearer. I had to do a little bit of thinking and analyzing before I came. So what you wanted to say is that a dream that I've always wanted to achieve, right, was your doctorate, and you achieved it. That's why you felt a bit empty, because you mentioned that after achieving my doctorate, I didn't know what was the dream moving on from that. So you see, I couldn't catch what was the dream that you wanted to achieve. So that was a bit unclear, right? So if there was a bit more clarity in your answer, that would have made your table topic a bit more impactful. Okay, well done. And finally, I believe it's Erica. Rewrite the past or know the future. I love your take-home message, Erica. Focus on our present. Do not rewrite the past or know the future. You would remain, or you would prefer to focus on your present. So I love your answer and your take-home message. Erica, I would like to challenge you to establish your stand earlier. I felt that your revelation about I'm not choosing the past, I'm not choosing the future, I'm choosing the present, it came a little bit too late. So I was trying to think, okay, what are you trying to say? Because you were saying about how if you could know the future, it would help you with your current life and your current problem, but then this and that. So I was like, okay, so where is she going with this? So establish your stand early. When you establish an early stand, your speech becomes clear because your audience knows your direction. So that's my suggestion to you, Erica. And again, I would also like to challenge you to add a little bit more conflict into your speech or your story. Like, for example, you were saying about how if you could know the future, it could help you with your current life or your current problem. If you're comfortable, share with us. What is that one problem in your life that would make you want to know the future? If you establish that, the audience will have a better picture to paint. That's why. That's why. So clarity is key. But overall, it was a really good attempt, Erica. Well done. So these are the 7 people that attempted table topics today. I guess my final conclusion is this. Good job, everyone, for starting with a hook. Remember, hooks really make your table topics catchy. So it could be in the form of a question, ask the audience, possibly raise your hands if you did this or that. Start with a short story, a shocking fact, or it could be a joke if you want to. Or like Naima, right? Well, my superhero is my mom. She also has a broom. Wow, really interesting. Have a relatable story. If you want to add flavor into it, you can use dialogue, conversations. Okay, so when there's character, a bit of life in your table topics, that would be good. And take home message, make sure it's actionable. People know, this is what you want me to do after listening to you. Actionable take home message. And always remember to link your link your take home message to your topic. People remember what you said last. So leave a lasting impression. And clarity is key. Whatever it is, be clear in your intentions. So that's my final take-home lessons for everyone. Thank you so much. That's all for my table topics evaluation. Back to you, Amira.
Excellent, Speaker Clarence. Thank you for your encouraging and constructive evaluation. Your feedback will surely help our speakers to continue to improve. May I invite our timer, Jivitra, to present her timer report towards our 7 respondents just now.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Amira. Okay, here goes my timing as a timer report. Okay, our first contestant, Melissa, she finished a table topic at 2 minutes 10 seconds, followed by Madam Juliko. She finished a table topic at 1 minute 45 seconds. Our third contestant, Alfin Arba, he finished his table topic at 2 minutes 18 seconds. Jeng Jeng Jeng, our fourth contestant, Dulkarnian, he finished his table topic at 2 minutes 30 seconds. Almost there. And followed by Madam Naima, she finished a table topic at 2 minutes 9 seconds. Lucy finished a table topic at 2 minutes 22 seconds. Last but not least, our last contestant, Miss Erica, she finished a table topic at 2 minutes 29 seconds. That is from Timer's report. Thank you.
Jeng, jeng, jeng. Wait. We still have one more session. I would like to welcome Training and Pathways Chair, Distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Lucy Hall for her closing remarks.
The second table topic for tonight. Thank you so much. I think I really would like to appreciate Ashar for taking the lead. So District 87, we have this training ongoing. So I was posting, anyone want to take out any role? Yeah, so Ashar immediately volunteered and they said, we want to send our district champion, Clarence. And it's so awesome. Yeah, I received messages even during the session as Clarence, our members were praising about your session and asking if you are okay with sharing your notes. Up to you. If you're okay sharing your slides, we welcome you to share. If not, then we can share the recording. Yeah. So we have friends also who are very eager to join, but then they have their club meetings going on. And I'm so thankful because your club took the lead, your area took the lead to have this uploaded to our PRM District 87 YouTube channel. Perhaps in 1 or 2 days, it should be uploaded soon. And all in all, as a participant tonight, I really enjoyed the session. I like how we have a hands-on experience here. So we welcome any of you, if you're interested, we can welcome Clarence back for the second session next year, maybe before the district contest. Yeah, I totally agree. I enjoyed the session and believe a lot of us also enjoyed the session. So for now, it is the contest season. We encourage more of our members to join contests, yeah, be it in the table topic, international speech, or even table evaluation, international speech table topic. So nothing much. Enjoy your TLI soon. Yeah, some of us have had it, like Jakarta have it, Bali had it. So yeah, I understand yours is coming soon too, in January, right, Asa? Yeah, KK in January. All right, all good. Let's continue your Toastmasters spirit journey and encourage one another to do better in life too. Thank you all.
Thank you, Lucy, for your closing remarks. And before we end, I would like to apologize as we are running behind the time. Nevertheless, we have covered a lot this evening, and I hope that you are leaving with useful takeaways. Thank you for spending your time with us, and see you again in our next Toastmasters workshop session. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Clarence.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Good
Asa.
job, Clarence.
Great
Congratulations.
job, really.
Thank you, Clarence.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, Asa left. Okay. Bye.
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 Bye-bye.